Why Gen X aren't aging like their parents.
What skincare trend do you wish would just go away?
I think the collagen craze, with the collagen powders, the collagen creams.
Can you tell me why?
I read that by the time you take all this collagen powder, your stomach breaks it down. So it doesn't reach your skin like it's supposed to. So it's kind of like, what's the point?
That's wild. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I'm 44.
Well, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so no collagen powders or creams. So what is the secret?
I found an actress, she's in her mid-40s. She apparently has had no work done. She does this 30-second simple routine, so I've been basically copying her. She made this video. I can actually show you.
There is such a thing as filler fatigue. Have you heard of this? Just an overfilled face apparently can stretch your skin out.
When it wears off, the sagging is more intense, and so you're gonna keep upping the ante and probably getting twice as much and then 3 times as much, and then it all starts to go downhill. If you stop doing it, you are going to be more wrinkled than you would have been naturally.
So you're basically stuck on that train for life.
Yeah, it's a business, but I've never done. What I'm actually doing is a lot simpler than that. It's a lot cheaper too. I spent years collaborating and researching with my friend Dr. Lippman. We did a deep dive into the biochemistry behind why our faces really age. We got to the root of the problem. It's because they're lacking X, Y, and Z nutrients.
Yes.
Okay, I'm 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus. What nutrients am I now lacking that I can fill in that will allow me to produce collagen in the body? To not absorb it, not try to absorb it, but to give my body the goods to do the work itself. And what I discovered really changed the game for all of us.
Do you ever get these ads like me that say, if you want to get rid of sagging or wrinkly skin, just do this one thing, and it turns out to be a collagen supplement? Well, here's the hard truth. When it comes to collagen, it doesn't matter if you eat it or you drink it or you rub it in your skin, it's not going to help you look much younger.
For those who don't know me, my name is Maggie Q. I've been working in the film and television industry since I was in my teens. You likely know me from my roles in Mission Impossible, Nikita, Designated Survivor, and last year's The Protege.
So of course I feel the social pressure to look a certain way and stay youthful. Now, I've spent years and a small fortune searching for things that I could do or take to help me hold on to my youth. And after taking a really deep dive into the biochemistry behind why our faces really age, talking to tons of experts, the obvious takeaway is that collagen products just don't cut it. So I started doing something different, something that uses some cutting-edge longevity research combined with a few timeless beauty techniques used around the world. At first, I thought it would just be a fun home experiment, but then, lo and behold, it actually worked.
It's a remarkably simple sequence that you can use to help tighten up the look of wrinkles, pull up the appearance of jowls and loose skin, fill out the look of droopy cheeks and lines, mask the appearance of age spots and under eye circles, and just make your entire face look more taut and lifted. So you end up looking years or even decades younger in real life. In fact, this technique I'm about to show you is both the easiest and most effective skin-saving solution I've ever come across. I know, because it's largely the reason my own skin hasn't developed the sagging, wrinkles, and facial folds that most people get after 40, and why I'm constantly being mistaken, thank goodness, for being younger than I actually am.
However, in order for me to explain how it works, I first need to tell you a somewhat personal story about my past. See, back when I was still in my early 30s, I realized that looking older before my time probably wouldn't do me any favors, which meant I'd have to be proactive. However, one of the most popular ways of doing this, cosmetic injections, was not a road I wanted to go down. So a few of my friends who were a bit older than me suggested I start taking collagen instead. It's like a natural filler. You'll love it, they assured me. It's basically Botox in a pill. Of course, they all routinely went in for actual fillers and Botox too, so I had to take it with a grain of salt. But I could definitely see where they were coming from. After all, collagen is the main structural protein our skin is made of. So when our skin starts to sag and wrinkle and fold with age, it's actually a result of our body's own declining collagen levels. Because as the amount of collagen in our bodies steadily drops with age, our skin becomes weaker, less dense, and develops gaps in its structural matrix, which in turn causes it to crease, loosen, droop, and cave under its own weight. So at first, collagen supplements really did seem like a scientifically sound way to slow the appearance of wrinkles, jowls, and sagging. Because unlike collagen creams and serums, which just sit on the skin's surface, they promise to provide a much deeper level of structural support. The only downside I knew of at the time was that collagen supplements are made from the ground up scrap parts of dead animals like cows, pigs, fish, and chickens. But after speaking to my longtime physician, Dr. Frank Lippman, who happens to be one of the most highly regarded experts on the body's response to dietary compounds, I discovered something even more shocking. It turns out I wouldn't be missing out on anything by not taking them. Because contrary to what the beauty industry has led us to believe, the anti-aging effects of collagen are minimal at best. In fact, when I first told Dr. Lippman I was thinking of taking collagen to help slow the appearance of sagging and wrinkles, he practically laughed in my face. He said, "Don't get me wrong, Maggie, your skin does need collagen in order to look young. But the notion that you can replenish its collagen supply by eating it is absolutely ridiculous. You have a better shot at turning your skin green by eating spinach." And once he explained the science, I could see why he was so skeptical, because just like collagen molecules are too big to penetrate the skin's surface in cream form, the hydrolyzed collagen used in supplements is unlikely to survive the acidity of your gut. Even Dr. Anjali Mato, author of the Skincare Bible, revealed in an interview, evidence for the effectiveness of eating collagen on human skin outside of a lab is scarce, with little solid proof it will survive digestion, travel in the bloodstream, and make it to your skin. And studies that do report visible skin improvements among collagen users often appear to be funded by the product's own manufacturers. So, unfortunately, it looks like this so-called holy grail of anti-aging is mostly just hype. But here's the part that really shocked me. According to Dr. Lippman, there actually are natural substances you can take to help counteract the look of sagging, jowls, and wrinkles. They're called arginine, lysine, and proline. The problem is, most women never even think to take them because so much money has been invested into selling us collagen supplements. However, scientists have found them to be extraordinarily effective, and for good reason. You see, the reason our skin looks firm and smooth when we're young isn't because we eat more collagen. It's because our body produces its own collagen more efficiently. Which means the best way to help restore your skin's youthful appearance is by supporting your own built-in collagen factory, so to speak. And that's where arginine, lysine, and proline give you a huge advantage, because all three of these nutrients are classified as amino acids, which are the very building blocks collagen is made of. So by putting them into your system, you're giving your body the exact materials it needs to naturally synthesize its own brand of in-house collagen, which then helps naturally firm and tighten the look of wrinkles and loose skin. Is that not incredible?
And that's not the only thing these remarkable aminos can do for your appearance either. In addition to supporting healthy collagen levels, arginine has been shown to help the body's natural repair processes, including repairing skin damage, which is a really astonishing property in its own right, because aging skin is damaged skin. So by helping your body self-rejuvenate on the outside, arginine can single-handedly help your skin appear much younger on the outside too. Meanwhile, lysine acts as a sort of accelerator particle, because on top of helping the body create collagen, it also helps usher collagen proteins directly to the areas where they're lacking. And as for proline, well, it might just be the most impressive amino of all, because not only does it support the production of collagen, it also helps support the body's own production of hyaluronic acid, the natural volumizing agent that helps keep skin from thinning. In fact, hyaluronic acid is so powerful, plastic surgeons will often inject lab-made versions of it directly into people's faces to reduce the look of facial folds and sagging cheeks. And clients are more than happy to pay thousands of dollars for it. But by consuming proline, you can actually help your body make natural HA molecules all on its own. So it's really no wonder Dr. Lippman believed that taking daily doses of these three aminos could help keep my skin looking firm, lifted, and volumized far more effectively than a collagen supplement. And there was so much science to support it. So from that day forward, I started taking plant-based lysine, proline, and arginine capsules religiously. And sure enough, it seemed to pay off. Over the course of the next few years, my skin appeared to stay frozen in time, just like I wanted. And people even started to suspect I was secretly getting work done, because year after year, my face really never seemed to age much. But there was just one problem. When I began telling all my friends about these miraculous amino acids, they didn't see the same results. I mean, sure, their skin did look better, far better than it did when they were taking collagen. But while my appearance looked virtually unchanged since the day I started, my peers still wound up developing lines and wrinkles. And those who were already a bit older still kept going in for Botox and fillers every few months, because ultimately the amino acids weren't able to reduce the look of facial folds and sagging to the extent they'd hoped. This made me feel like a total failure. I hated letting people down.
And since I wasn't struggling with any of the same signs of aging myself, I certainly didn't want my friends to think I was deliberately holding out on them. So once again, I decided to consult with Dr. Lippman to see if he had any idea why the combination of lysine, arginine, and proline worked so much better for me than it did everyone else. And after analyzing my nutrient levels and day-to-day activity, he came to a truly unexpected conclusion. I am not kidding. When he first told me, even I couldn't believe it.
See, while amino acids are considered the building blocks of collagen, there's actually another nutrient that helps fuel its creation. And I know you've heard of it before, because it's none other than vitamin C. But here's where things get tricky. While vitamin C might seem like a basic nutrient that's found in countless foods and multivitamins, it turns out that not all vitamin C sources are equal. For example, due to some bad manufacturing practices, the vitamin C in commercial supplements can be low grade, diluted, or even absent from the formula entirely, without consumers ever knowing. And as for the vitamin C we get naturally through food, well, the sad reality is the widespread use of pesticides and industrial fertilizers left our soils so depleted at this point that many of the fruits and veggies we see in stores nowadays have a notably lower nutrient density than they did even 50 years ago. This is something very few people are aware of, but it's true and has been confirmed by a multitude of long-term studies. So even if you routinely snack on vitamin C-rich produce like strawberries and spinach, the fact is you may not be getting quite as much of it as you think. And if you're one of the many people who get their daily value of vitamin C from fruit juice, that actually poses an even bigger problem. Because while most juices do contain ample amounts of vitamin C, they're also extremely high in sugar, even the ones with no added ingredients. And guess what? Sugar isn't just bad for your waistline, it's also a leading destroyer of collagen proteins. In fact, when it comes to things that accelerate visible aging, sugar ranks right up there with UV damage and alcohol for this very reason. Which means even folks who genuinely try to get enough vitamin C every day can often end up destroying more collagen in the process.
So, what made me different, you ask? Well, not that much, actually. Like all my friends, I ate store-bought produce, I drank juice on occasion, and even I love ice cream sometimes. But after logging everything I ate for 1 month straight and showing the list to Dr. Lippman, he immediately noticed 2 foods that stood out.
A sour South American jungle berry called camu camu, and a tropical fruit that weirdly looks like a clove of garlic on the inside called mangosteen, both of which I'd developed a taste for while working overseas and had been adding to my smoothies in either frozen or freeze-dried form on a regular basis ever since. And sure, I knew they were healthy. The whole reason I kept ordering them was because they made me feel super energized, far more energized than coffee even. However, what I didn't realize until Dr. Lippman pointed it out was that camu camu berries actually contain 50 times more vitamin C by weight than orange juice, causing my daily intake of this crucial collagen-fueling nutrient to be much higher than that of an average person. And mangosteen is even more impressive, because on top of boasting large concentrations of vitamin C in its own right, it's also been shown to help support already healthy blood sugar levels.
So if the recipe for tighter, smoother, and more lifted-looking skin is getting your body to make more collagen than it's losing, then clearly the lack of wrinkles and sagging on my face did have a logical explanation. Because by eating camu camu and mangosteen on nearly a daily basis, not only was I helping my body turn the 3 amino acids I was taking into real skin-forming collagen, I was also helping to decrease the risk of sugar-induced collagen loss at the same time.
So once I learned all of this, I was ready to fire off a big group text to all my friends right then and there, letting them know I figured out what they were missing. In fact, I was ready to post it, all over social media, but I quickly realized that wouldn't be much help. And not just because expecting people to chase 3 different amino acid supplements with a bunch of camu camu berries and mangosteen flesh every day is completely unrealistic. After all, as someone who'd struggled with some pretty serious health issues earlier in life, I was no stranger to making my own supplement formulas. A lot of people don't know this about me, but it's true. It was something I first started doing in my 20s to alleviate my persistent gut problems and subsequent fatigue. But after years of combing through scientific journals and attending medical conferences whenever I wasn't on set, it turned into a genuine passion. And eventually, I even founded a nutritional development center called Activated You here in California, where I spent much of my free time working with experts to create concentrated gut balancing supplements for others. So I knew that combining the 3 amino acids I was taking with camu camu and mangosteen extracts into one dietary capsule was theoretically doable. But as Dr. Lippman pointed out, this blend of nutrients still might not work for everyone, because the fact is I was still relatively young. So while the combination of camu camu, mangosteen, and aminos may have been enough to help me from looking older, it likely wouldn't do the trick for women who were hoping to correct the appearance of wrinkles, facial folds, and sagging areas they currently had. And to be honest, that really bummed me out, because at this point, I was no longer just trying to help my friends get the results they wanted. I was starting to think I might actually be able to help countless other women achieve their dream appearance as well. After all, I know looks aren't everything, but at the end of the day, no one wants to look older than they have to, right? And it honestly kills me to see smart, talented, amazing women become less and less confident over time, just because they don't like what they see in the mirror. So rather than giving up, I decided to delve even further. And after years of researching ingredients,
ingredients, interviewing top scientists, poring over volumes and volumes of data, and conducting countless trial and error experiments with the Activated U team, I finally found what may be the most comprehensive answer to visible aging I'd ever seen. And I don't just mean in theory, I was physically in possession of it. See, when I first started looking at potential anti-aging ingredients, I came upon a bioengineered plant-based compound called Dermavol, which had been scientifically developed to support collagen and elastin in the skin. And look, there are tons of ingredients out there that claim to do this. But the reason Dermavol caught my attention is because it actually had high doses of both camu-camu and mangosteen already built into it. So if nothing else, I thought it would be a more efficient way of sourcing these nutrients since Dermavol happened to be manufactured domestically in the US. But upon further inspection, I discovered that camu-camu and mangosteen weren't the only components. Dermavol also contained punicalagins, which are naturally derived compounds that support healthy protein molecules to help reduce further collagen breakdown, and a blend of quercetin, anthocyanins, and chlorogenic acid, a special phytonutrient that helps you fight sagging skin and UV damage. Are you ready for the most amazing part? According to a published study, the compounds found in Dermavol had been shown to help your body prevent the breakdown of elastin, the protein that helps keep skin from drooping and wrinkling, within just 2 hours of ingestion. So when we combined Dermavol with the 3 collagen builder aminos Dr. Lippmann had originally recommended, we were left with a truly groundbreaking nutrient concoction that was powerful enough to help restore the look of firm, lifted skin, tighten the appearance of sagging jawlines, and smooth the look of even the deepest folds and creases at virtually any age. Yet it's so highly concentrated, I could hold a full day's dose right between my fingers. We call it essential skin food because, well, it quite literally helps feed your skin the very things that aging takes away. But full disclosure, Dermavol and amino acids aren't the only things in these capsules. Before finalizing our skin food formula, we enriched it with one more rare substance. So rare, in fact, even most beauty bloggers still don't know about it. And that is maritime pine bark extract. Now, we initially included this compound as the finishing touch, so to speak, because believe it or not, researchers have found that when this special tree bark is consumed orally, it actually helps camouflage the appearance of sun damage and dark spots on the skin's surface. And that's something I was extremely excited about because while the high concentration of vitamin C in our formula was already phenomenal at brightening skin on its own, the addition of maritime tree bark would make it possible for people who were already struggling with dark spots and uneven pigment to see an actual improvement in their appearance. And yes, that meant virtually anyone could achieve a flawless looking complexion. However, we soon learned that maritime pine bark actually has another secret power as well. Due to its unique molecular makeup, it can actually help energize your body's skin cells. And guess what? Energy is a critical force in collagen production. So in the end, the addition of maritime pine bark didn't just make our formula more effective at helping to erase visible age spots and discoloration, it also heightened its ability to help reduce the look of wrinkles, pick up the appearance of droopy jowls, promote a firmer, more contoured looking jawline, volumize the look of crepey skin throughout the face and body, diminish the look of crow's feet and dark under eye circles, smoothing the appearance of lip creases, marionette lines, and nasolabial folds, and elevate the look of folding cheeks. And when we slowly began sharing small batches of it with our Activated U insiders, the results were absolutely mind-blowing.
I'm 54 and my skin looks better and feels great. Definitely less wrinkled and saggy. I love this product. There was a difference in my skin almost immediately. I'm over 60 and my husband noticed how good my skin looked, especially on my face. Love Skin Food. It has made my skin smoother, clearer, and firmer all over my body. After a month of taking Essential Skin Food, my skin has a natural glow and I no longer feel the need to wear foundation. I love it.
And are you ready for the best part? After seeing the tremendous difference Essential Skin Food already made for so many women, we are now officially inviting new users to come on board.
And because I sincerely appreciate you taking the time to learn about this formula today, I'd like to send you your very own supply of capsules at an exclusive discount that's not even available on the Activated U website. So if you're ready to join the ranks of women like myself and countless others whose age has become a whole lot harder to guess thanks to the power of Essential Skin Food, here's what you need to know. Essential Skin Food is a first-of-its-kind beauty supplement that's specially designed to help bring your skin back to a naturally youthful appearance. It works by infusing your body with the following substances: a high-potency blend of lysine and proline, which serves as the building blocks of collagen, while also helping support the production of skin-plumping hyaluronic acid; high doses of pure, naturally derived vitamin C,
C, which helps fuel the body's own collagen production, an advanced blend of phytonutrients and antioxidants to help the body defend itself against future collagen breakdown. So the visible lifting, firming, and tightening effects you see can continue to build and become more dramatic over time. And lastly, pycnogenol, the extremely rare compound found in maritime pine tree bark extract, which helps diminish the look of age spots and discoloration to give your new-looking skin the flawless, pristine finish it deserves. According to our experts, essential skin food is far more effective than topical solutions because it works to address the signs of aging on a much deeper biological level. And it's far more effective than dietary collagen because instead of putting foreign animal collagen inside your body and hoping it sticks, this precise nutrient blend actually helps support your body's own collagen-making process, which is about as close to turning back time as you can get. Best of all, this formula's unique multi-pronged approach allows it to target numerous signs of skin aging simultaneously, which means you can finally address the look of slacking skin, dark under-eye circles, unsightly age spots, deepening facial folds, fine lines and wrinkles, and a lackluster complexion in just one easy step. And of course, as many of our users have noted, the results don't stop at your face. This formula helps rejuvenate the look of skin throughout your whole body. So whether you want to achieve a tighter looking neck or smoother looking skin on your tush and tummy, Essential Skin Food can help you get it. Simply take 1 capsule daily with a full glass of water, ideally around mealtime, and its powerful blend of nutrients will do the rest.
And if you're wondering how much these kinds of advanced results will cost you, well, let me be very clear. I've always believed that true natural beauty should be accessible to everyone, regardless of their budget. So I categorically refuse to charge people the same ridiculously high prices you see on other high-end supplements. And frankly, I can get away with it because as a working actress, I don't particularly care about turning a profit from this formula. The reason I'm so invested in it is because I genuinely believe in it. So while I know people would gladly pay well over $100 for a 1-month supply of Essential Skin Food, if you were to visit the Activated You website right now, you'd see that a full jar actually retails for just $69.95. And look, I realize that's already a steal considering how much we pay to source all of its ingredients. But like I said, helping women experience this formula is really important to me. That's why today, I won't ask you to even pay the standard $69.95. Just click the order button below and you'll be taken to a private order page where you can order a full jar of Essential Skin Food for just $49. That's an instant savings of over $20 off the retail price. And if you'd like to save even more money, you're in luck because today I'm offering an even bigger discount on multi-jar orders. Our 3-bottle option is our most popular Essential Skin Food package. Longtime users love the 36% savings, and most of all, they love having a couple bottles on reserve so they can stay consistent with their routine. And best of all, there's absolutely no risk, because if you are unsatisfied with Essential Skin Food for any reason at all, you're 100% covered by our 90-day money-back guarantee. That means you can try Essential Skin Food for a full 2 months before deciding if you'd like to keep it. And if for any reason this formula doesn't exceed your expectations, in fact, if this isn't the best skincare purchase you've made in years, just give our friendly customer care team a call. They'll set up a no-hassle return for you and you'll get back every penny of your purchase price. Because like I said, my #1 goal here is to help you achieve your dream appearance. So I would never want you to pay for something that fell short of that promise. But I should warn you that as more and more women experience the effects of Essential Skin Food firsthand, it's becoming even harder for us to keep our inventory levels up. So unfortunately, the special discount price I'm offering you today is temporary and will be automatically deactivated once our inventory dips below a certain point. That's why when you order through this video, you'll see that I'm actually offering even larger discounts on multi-jar options. After all, Essential Skin Food works best when used consistently. So I want to make it easy for you to stock up now in case we happen to be in between deliveries once your first jar runs out. So please don't wait to take action because if you order today, you could already be turning heads and getting compliments by this time next month. And most importantly, once those stubborn signs of aging are addressed, you'll feel more confident and alive than ever. I know it sounds silly, but it really is like a makeover for your soul. Oh, and one more thing. Since I started talking about this breakthrough publicly, I've gotten emails from people concerned that this formula might tighten skin too much. And given the powerful ingredients we use, I take those kinds of questions actually very seriously. So if you've been wondering the same thing, let me assure you that Essential Skin Food is a gentle formula that works with your body's own chemistry, which means the results it delivers are designed to look totally natural as well. And in the unlikely event you do experience an unnaturally tight appearance in your skin, just reduce your usage to every other day so your skin can relax back to the appearance you prefer. In fact, this level of control is one of my favorite things about essential skin food because despite its intensive nutrient levels, it's actually very easy to customize the intensity of your results. So please don't hesitate to start your journey towards the youthful, desirable skin you deserve. Your order is totally risk-free. And if you order right now, you'll also be able to take advantage of my exclusive newbie discount. But like I said, supplies may be limited, so please make sure to act quickly. Because now that you've heard all about the science behind this formula and what it's done for others, it's finally your turn to experience the essential skin food difference firsthand.